Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round number 5 of the WOR Racing in Tier 5. Welcome to CODA, the Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. Of course, I will be your host for tonight. My name is Spitslam, and everybody, welcome back to the stream. I hope everything is. That's perfect. For the first time in ever, we have a complete stream start with graphics, just the map not enabled. Oops, that's perfection. So, not having a full grid right now, having a couple of Czech names, which no problem for me. Fortunately, I know a little bit of Czech, so that's one thing that's going for me. Of course, we have our usual squad here, the full drivers, and of course we got our championship leaders here right now in the Ferrari. Mr. Petacha, of course, championship leader, been here since round 1. Actually is one of the reserves, but he has been racing ever since the first round, so nothing new. Well, we all know the format. I will say it again. I will say it every time we come here. It's short qualifying into 25% race with 1 pit stop. Of course, we'll see a lot of interesting races. CODA is one of my favorite circuits to race at, to look at. It's great. It's one of the better hilky circuits. Originally built for the 2012 Grand Prix, it has been a staple since at the calendar. Of course, it's America, it's ruined a little bit by DTS fans, but it's one of the most popular tracks as well. It's around the length of Spa-Francorchamps. It's also the same. It got a lot of medium and low speed corners and some high speed corners, which are mainly at the start of the circuit. We'll be with them. We will be with Petacha for those parts of the circuit. Right now, as he will finish his flying lap, we will take him on around a lap of CODA, or Austin, as a lot of people call it. We got DRS on. Of course, I don't think he's going to push a lot, but that's provisional pole right now. Well, seems like he's pushing already as well. We got the uphill turn that's around the same as the international boot circuit, which is turn 3 or 4, not real sure right now. And the start to this is first high speed corner, and then you go high speed corners, and they get slower over time. It's like a snake, it's like the Suzuki SS. You see, it gets slower and slower, tighter and tighter. One of the things I absolutely love about this circuit is how fast the cars go through here. Of course, we all see the sunset lap with the same Ferrari, but handled by Charles Leclerc. We got a hard braking zone into a large straight, the back straight, one of the largest straight actually on the track. This will be a great overtaking point. It's kind of like Abu Dhabi but better. It's a long straight, there will be DRS battles, and right then you go hard braking zone number 1 into another hard braking zone. I forgot the button, I'm sorry. Into another hard braking zone. You go 4th, into 3rd, into 2nd. It's a twisty, tiny circuit, but it's full of surprises. Everybody likes Austin. I know a lot of people that don't actually. You can see him slowing down. That's some people maybe getting ready for their laps. Definitely, Petacha will now go into the pit lane. He's extremely, I think he should be extremely happy with the 132.166. So the championship leader as a reserve driver is definitely a surprise come to me. Never have I seen that in a series, so that's my first time. Of course, some difficult names that people won't pronounce. So this will be John, because that's just the literal translation, and this will be Donut. So this is the first appearance, if I'm right, this is the first appearance for Donut, actually first appearance on stream, since I don't know if any of the reserve commentators took up my place, which, as I've said, not sure. So Goblijek, definitely one of the more, well, not favorites, one of the guys that we think will be at the back of the grid, since first time we see him here. And actually I'm quite interested to see what he has in store for us. Otherwise, we got all names that we know, and everybody changing their strategy just a little bit, maybe changing their setup as well. So 9 minutes and 50 seconds left to go of qualification. And not much to say anymore about the teams. Of course, I think we have all the teams on track. Right, 18 cars. That means maybe one team is missing. I see the Williams badge, I see Red Bull, I see Alpine, I see AlphaTauri, I see McLaren. Yeah, let's actually go through it. For the guys on the art lap, we have a Ferrari, we have a Williams right now going out of the pit lane. We have an Alfa Romeo, we have an Alpine, we have an Haas, we have a McLaren, we have a Red Bull, we have an AlphaTauri. Ooh. Oh, we don't have any Aston Martins tonight. Well, not a quite forgettable team with Fernando Alonso to go to being on it. Oh, well, that will be a problem. We'll have to restart the menu about that. Of course, only one Mercedes, unfortunately, right now, since the other one is out of the session. Oh, is everybody on their outlaps? Let's see who we can take. Actually, let's take Envy on a flying lap. Right now, going for the first turn, you'll see straight in down. Already keeping it close to the apex, not putting out his line or anything as well. Just pushing it there. First one, second one. Ooh, lose a little bit of the wheel right there. Some oversteer back and forth. That's one of the things about this sequence of corners. It's definitely the oversteer that can happen if you go on a curb with not that much of a precision. But now you can see we're boogieing it down the back straight. This will be the ERS use. The DRS, this will be everything here. Bell to the metal. I don't know why you're in 7th gears for so long. You can hear the skidding of the thing as well. That's a large, and I mean a large overbreak, not overbreak. Dumb. Large lock. Just destroy your tires like that. Well, definitely not the best lap for Envy right now. You got like 3 times apex thing, something Istanbul-esque. He's literally throwing the car into the corner. You could see the car there in the penultimate corner, just throwing it there, oversteer on the rear end. But not improving at all. Lippity is improving. Let's look at one of the Haases. Let's look at Mr. Jan. Of course, again, brake lock, locking himself into the first corner. I think a lot of hard braking is done on the circuit. And I think a lot of it will lead to people locking up their tires, especially at the end of the straight. I'm sorry. There you can see again Spectra and Mr. Donut. Well, definitely looking forward to the race, not looking towards. I think we will not have that much safety cars. Istvan in the Mercedes, putting it up the provisional pole. Very nice. 132.086. Ooh, interesting. Lap's getting real close right now. That's Spectra into gravel. Don't know why he's bathing in that. Not good for you, son. Looking around, still to the ground. I don't think there's much to look at anymore. A lot of drivers will go into the pit lane. We have 5 minutes left, so some final adjustments. So I think the normal optimization will be right now in the pit lane, and it will be straight out and try to get a lap before quality finishes. That's maybe the optimal strategy. So definitely the contenders for pole, as I think, will be Istvan and Petaya. Maybe, and I'm just maybe Drax with, he definitely has a name, suits him, has a large ego. That's what you need to have. Ooh, that's locking, takes it into the pit. I don't know if he was on a flying lap, but that was definitely dangerous. Istvan seems like he's improving his lap, but I think he'll go into the pit lane once the lap finishes. Oh yeah, he will. Ooh, a very interesting pit lane line. Well, it's inside the pit limit, so I'm not going to question it. But interesting. It's interesting. So they made trade in Mr. Donut. The only one's on track. I can already see Mr. Donut not being very comfortable with the car. Well, not with the car, but being very comfortable around the track. I can see he doesn't know the braking points, braking at 150. Almost seems like it's someone who shouldn't be here, almost. Not sure if he actually is or not. But seems like he wants to race, so don't know what he's doing in 6th gear. Maybe problem with his pedals. Might be a theory, might be not. Maybe he's scouting out the lines. A lot of different theories is what I have. Yeah, he just doesn't seem like he is fully ready. But now here comes the Williams, trying to get the full run. Pedal to the metal from the start. He will have a lot of traffic. This will be a very interesting lap. Of course, braking into turn 1, braking uphill. It's a hard braking zone, but it's very hard to nail the apex. That was a pretty good apex. Maybe could use a little bit more of the track. Not quite sure. Avoiding one of the first cars, taking the S's one by one. A lot of carnage is going to ensue him on the minimap. In the front you see a lot of cars just waiting for him, but taking it all cleanly. Very nice S's done by the Illuminator right here. Now braking at the 50-meter mark. A very nice apex, and now it's spelled to the metal. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and DRS already wide open into 8th gear. You have a lot of people in the braking zone. This is not what you want to see on your flying lap. Of course, the car's getting out of his way, locking up. Not the best that you can do, but of course, flying lap, he doesn't care right now. It will be more important in the race where the strategy is very much needed. A very interesting apex through that bunch of corners. It definitely pays out for him. He went through there very much faster than Ferrari waiting on the side. Definitely don't want to impede a guy like that. Of course, taking the double, almost triple apex turn. Having a really wide apex, almost snap oversteer. Into the final turn. Not the best apex, could get closer to the line, but he improves up to 12th position. So it's very good. There you can see Envy just chucking it into the corner. God damn, mate. Slow down. You have Lucas Derek skin, which we didn't see last time around. So welcome back, mate. You can see the precision of these corners. Maybe he's actually the one to be looking out for the provisional pole. 7th gear, breaking around 75 meters. Questionable apex, but definitely seems like he broke a little bit too late. But already having more speed than the Williams of the Dominator into the straight. Not using much of his ERS, but I forgot you cannot use your ERS. Of course, locking up. This will be the turn 10 style of Bahrain that I will be pointing out a lot and will be quite annoying with it. Also locking up a little bit there. I saw purple sector, second purple sector, Casper Priest putting it up into pole, into Williams. Not much that you see every day, but very well done. 131.976. Ooh, that was the track limits made on before the penultimate corner. Throws his lap away. What a shame for Lucas Reskin. Or let's look for Istvan Tamasi on the back straight. Let's look who is closer. Betaya is closer also on a bad lap. Luke Mills puts it up in the 3rd place. Istvan Tamasi is the only one that can dethrone Casper Priest off pole position right now. We still call it provisional pole. Magic apex, almost snap oversteer. That's gonna cost him a couple of tenths. Not much that you want to see on the final lap. Pushing into the penultimate corner, chucking it in there. Now into the final corner. A very great apex, keeping it to the line. Go, go, go. And it's not enough. Just not enough for the lap that he wants. Everybody else surrendering their laps. Seems like it. Now it seems like Flesh will try and improve his position. What will he get from 12th? Doesn't move. Great that ghosting is implemented in this game. So with qualifying now over. Of course, the final guy into the time, one guy out of the session. We have our pole stander, Casper Priest. Then it's Istvan Tamasi, Luke Millis, Betaya, Drax, Paul, Lucas Reskin. So, didn't even get to the top 10. There we go. Casper Priest into Williams, the Danish god up above in 1st place. Istvan Tamasi into Mercedes, Luke Millis, Ferrari, Betaya, Ferrari, both Ferraris on the 2nd row. This will be very interesting strat. We want to see what will happen up there. Drax, Paul, Lucas, Jakub. I want to call him Hans. Jan, and Shadow. That's your top 10. Then it's Envy, Fletch, Nipidus, Dominator. It's not much to see down here. Now, coming to the race. If my game decides to work. Oh no. I'll get. So again, it seems like we are going to have a new session up and running perfection. Lucky Man is having some very interesting comments in his own time. But it is what it is. Well, now wait for the game to decide if it wants to work. Okay, perfection. So we'll wait a bit and see what goes there. Thank you, Spectra, for the amazing analysis. I saw it only now. Agree with Alex here. Petaya definitely deserves a full-time ride. Here you have our, well, I would say contestants for the night, but that sounds ominous. Our drivers. For the night. Okay, already 18 drivers on the grid. Still waiting for some more. It will be 28 laps of pure American soil. Very, very happy to just be here for a while. Don't know if we are still waiting on someone or not. So now the meme. Yep. Yes, they need to set up the server in the correct way. So we'll be here a while. To say the ready up has been initiated. Well, look at all the amazing people, even with... It seems like I can see every pixel of their body. Very interesting. Waiting for players. The only thing we are doing for a long time. It's quite lonely here in the box. So if anyone, and I mean in the chat, let's go. Thank you, Passionel. If any one of you guys in the chat is not racing and wants to try, then I'll be more than happy for you to come and, I will say, hang out with me in the commentary booth. Of course, you need to have the official F1 game. So that's the only thing you need. Otherwise, come here, enjoy it. It's going to be fun. We are going to see some very interesting racing on first hand. As I said, the driver's already lining up on the grid. 5 lights on and 5 lights off. It's already off. That was a very quick start by the race organizers. Didn't even expect that. Casper Priest already into first turn. Istvan having the inside line, but Casper having the inside line for the second corner. Let's actually look at it from Istvan's point of view. Already losing to Casper Priest. Not much he can do right there. A line of stern, all the cars. Not many battles happening here for the lead. Luke Millis staying in third place. Drax, the only one getting position up on the start. In fourth right now, starting in fifth. Petaya, of course, starting fourth, gone back to fifth. Whoops, hide your eye. So things already getting interesting from the start. I see Paul getting attacked by Jakub here from the back. It will be a tons of slipstream here. Yeah, what am I saying? Here here as well. It's a slipstream fest. This is where Alonso took flight as we know it. Luke Mills using that slipstream to his advantage, already picking up a position. Paul spinning out, maybe even out of the race. Shadow having some damage as well, seems like in the back of the grid. Don't know what's happening to Paul. SC not coming out the race. The show must go on. Ooh, very great dive by by Jan Pospisil back there into Shadow. Very interesting dive right there. Already track limits may seem a problem back here. Casper Priest starting on the medium tires. Very interesting strategy. I'm maybe predicting 1 stop, maybe 2 stop if it's going to rain. We don't know. Drax being in the best position to attack for the podium right now. Beat and Daniel picking up the grid back there, picking their paces up, having some fun. Actually, let's visit them down here. Let's look at it from the Red Bull's point of view. A lot of Red Bull cars, a lot of cars in general, back here from battling for 8th position. Actually for 7th. The 7th position is the most contested place right now. With the closest battle, if my eyes don't deceive me, Nipidus and Diometer. Nipidus just sending down the inside, or not sending down the inside. Of course, Slipstream being very powerful down here. I think the power of braking will be as well, and great defending as well. Ooh, getting quite close, just almost keeping it in the track limits. Corner cutting penalty for Mr. Donut. Of course, we are predicting the 2 stop, and that's a car side by side by Nipidus. Alex Anton getting side by side with him. A very great move down the outside, actually. So, not expected from this point of view. I'm sorry. Oh, and that's a crash. Don't know who spun that. Oh, Nipidus and Paul spun around. Actually, never expected that to happen. Just saw it happen on track. No reaction at all. Stone face, stone cold. Track IQ still the one that's the most ready to attack for a position on the podium. Seems like Istvan is lining up a position that he wants to take as well. Attacking Luke Mills won't be his main goal. Don't know where. Maybe it will be the back straight. I think that's the best place that you can go right now. You can see the hills. Well, it's definitely hills. Coming down back here. You got also almost no sponsors on the Alfa Romeo car. Just notice that. Into the very tight corner. Peloton of Mel right now. And it's go, go, go. The better position definitely is for Istvan. Luke Mill is taking on some rear. DRS open. Like no one is there. Bye bye, mate. Don't know if we will see you for very long. Ooh. Locking up into that corner. Hard. And I mean very hard. Not what you want to see, but still, this will be the main battle. Drax seems like Luke Mills is losing pace. Drax starting on the hard tire. Maybe it would be better into the long run, then switch onto softs. If it's a light drizzle, that might work. Still, it was speculation about rain. Don't know if we will see one. Definitely want to see this battle up ahead. Alfa Romeo versus Ferrari, the battle that we haven't seen for a long time in real life. So Drax, I can already see the glitch going back here. Definitely Petaya taking a dangerous apex. Sorry. Dragging down around the outside. Ooh, this is a very good camera. You can see the 3 red cars. Line of Stern, of course. One of them in the middle is a little more red. Well, a little more blackish red than it normally is, because it's the Alfa Romeo in 4th place. A very great result by far in the 4th lap still. But maybe now we will see a Peloton of Mellow moment like we saw for Istvan. Seems like Luke Mills will have DRS as well. Not quite sure. He doesn't have DRS. This is the greatest thing that can happen to Drax. And Drax, like nothing is there at all. It's just the DRS is so good on this, of course. Locking up into that corner. That's pain. But Luke Miller is already losing the positions from DRS. Seems like his pace will be dropping. Maybe he will try to preserve tires. Not quite sure. Let's look back here at 10th place. Yeah. Of course, Envy, the most attacked right now, or feels the most attacked. There is a 3-second penalty warning. This will drop you back off the grid, my guy. Not necessarily what you want to see. I think track limits will actually be a very large issue coming into this race. And I was correct. It's already 3 people with multiple track limit warnings that has taken a very interesting route, but definitely works. There I heard the engine over revving a little bit from Envy. So Fletch actually in 10th right now, but will try to gain more places. Envy will fight. He will not go down without a fight. Jakub also in 6th place. A lot of inconsistencies here and there. That's a beautiful camera angle. Of course, the same angle that the beautiful sun screenshot was shot from. So that's 4 penalties already. I see Vitan Daniel attacking the 13th place Dominator. But of course, that's 14th place. Nobody cares about that if I say it. But here they go. Sliding it down. And no problem. Everybody's still line of sight. This track doesn't provide much overtaking opportunities. As you can see, Drax is on his A game today. Even though with the track not having that many possibilities, there is definitely a lot to see. Another penalty for multiple warnings. 3 seconds again. That's the 5th one. It's only lap 6 of 28. We have 23 more laps to go. So very interesting to see. Maybe that's why Casper is slowing down. He knows how many track limits he has. He knows that he needs to save a little bit. Doesn't look like it right there from the helicopter, but God forbid as well. Very interesting to see the Alfa Romeo in top 3. This is such an unusual top 3. Caution in sector 2, don't know what's for that. Maybe that's for the very slow Mercedes of Alex Anton going through right there. But more interesting things going on back here. Drax seeing his opportunity, eyeing out the 2nd place already in lap 6. He definitely wants to smell the podium, the victory, quite more than he has. The champagne is the thing he wants, the thing he deserves, I guess. Petaya also gaining a little bit by a little bit, doesn't seem by much. Here's the 2nd DRS straight. Oops, wrong button again. Shadow, that's a 6th one. Well, 7th actually. Mr. Jan Pospicio actually going into the pits right now. Retiring from the session entirely. 17 drivers to go. Lap numero 7. You can see the cars. You can see Drax just chugging it down. They're heavy turns, and I mean they're really heavy for the car, for the grip. But he's getting closer and closer to Istvan by every corner. So that's a snap oversteer by Casper Friis. That's an attack opportunity that we want to see for Istvan. So definitely for sure, Alex Anton leaving the session as well. 16 drivers to go. Now going almost side by side. And not much he has done on the straight. So a lot of these drivers not pushing a lot on the straights, as I suspected firstly. So the top 4 getting little by little closer and closer together. And I definitely can see Drax. Well, no, sorry, Drax. Petaya climbing up to the podium positions. But Istvan definitely smells the victory right here. The double Mercedes engines. This will be the battle of Mercedes versus Ferrari. I feel like it's a long-lived tale that we love to see. So 0.3 intervals. Luke Millis. There it goes. Another one bites the dust. Actually, as well, since Mr. Donut left the session as well. 15 drivers to go. Caution in sector 1. Don't know what that's for. Maybe it's the 12th place they win. Not 12th place. Sorry. Maybe it's for Jakub. Not sure. Otherwise, Istvan actually making out the overtake with the help of the RS. On the back straight, and Casper already trying to attack into the next sequence of corners. You can see the inside line not giving him the best stuff, and that's almost seemed like a slide, but it was a slide. Istvan Tamasi 5 seconds for corner cutting, not the best thing you definitely want to see. Drax in second place, Casper Priest back again in first, Petaya smelling the podium right before his eyes. Well, what am I saying? A twist turn of events. 5 seconds for corner cuttings, multiple warnings, 9 penalties avoided already. Stuff is about to get heated. Definitely Drax will try and push, but let's look at the tire choices, which very interesting. Petaya hards, Istvan hard, Drax gone hard again, but Casper is only on mediums. This will make the race even more interesting since Casper is faster in straight line speed. Istvan Tamasi, what happened? Istvan Tamasi spun out, broke his front wing. Ooh, Petaya already on the positions. Istvan retired from the session, and seemed like the safety car is out for the Drax and his ultimate opportunity now. On the straight, ruined by one simple spin. And stuff is starting to grow up. Istvan also leaving the session, which that's the only good thing he can do right now since he retired. No way of looking back at how you messed up your victory. Well, victory. Not certain, but definitely a try for victory. The safety car waiting at the start of the bends. Maybe, as I say maybe, Casper Priest, Drax, Petaya, Luke Millis, Jakub, Lucas, Shadow, Envy, Spectra. Is everybody going into the pits? Nipidis is the only one that's very far away from the crew. He has the hard tires on. That's even double stack. Everybody into the pits. So Casper's still going up. Just the safety car queue up again. This is a long lap, so it seems like we may not need a second lap, or actually we actually might. Well, depends on how the safety car will decide. So, Casper Priest overtaken right at the sequence, of course. We are actually going through, having a very good line, but Istvan just not lucky. Not his day today. It's like it will be only one lap, fortunately. There he is. There he was overtaken. There he goes for the inside. Here. And here's where Istvan tries to take the inside line, but it goes out of bounds, takes a 5-second penalty. Here it is. That's the corner. That's full of legends and myths right now. Here Drax, no problemo, overtakes Istvan. And Petaya overtakes him on the front, on the straight. In fact, we will have one more lap of the safety car. So, very interesting stuff that we saw here. Sorry, I'm still a little bit sick. Just a little bit. Pete and Daniel in the pits, even though he was already in the pits. Maybe trying to prolong the safety car. That's a strategy we have seen in Las Vegas. Fortunately, unlike Las Vegas, tire temperature is not the worst thing to see right here. Of course, so another safety car lap will not be necessary. Seems like it. Everybody's here. Everybody still has their penalties. That seems like they didn't serve it in the pit lane, which is interesting as well. Or maybe the game glitched. No, it did not. Well, that's interesting. I think that we can... You can see the positions change. Drax going up 3. Safety car in this lap. Oops. We'll do this. Actually, we will not. Oops. See Daisy. We'll be on the ward of Casper Priest. Take it from his point of view. We'll wait for the safety car to go in. Wait for the green flags. Of course, he's bunching everybody up. He's making this very interesting. Drax will try and not get surprised, going to Max Verstappen strategy. And now it's already go from the final third. No time wasted. Actually, we'll have some fun, boys. Drax is doing the only thing he can, and that's was the expected start. It seemed like he expected well. Casper chose the wrong time to start, and this might be a pain for him. Drax already inching closer and closer. This will be very much fun. Lucas seems like the biggest winner right now. He with the closest gap to Jakub right in front. Jakub has a penalty. Maybe he served it, maybe he not. I don't know if it's a game back or not. Doesn't matter. We love F1 2023. What a cool shot that is. But now, already, of course, only slipstream till lap 15. We have no ABS. We have no DRS. I'm a human after all. But seems like DRS is not the problem. ERS will be the only thing that matters here. The Red Bull inching up into 4th place, almost squeezing him out. Mate, that's illegal. So, Lucas Dresken still doesn't give the position back, even though that was a very dangerous move. Jakub set it down the inside. Ooh, a little bit of a dive for me, as I would dare to say. But now still going side by side. Stuff is about to get interesting and maybe heated after a race with these couple of drivers. But the Red Bull has the better pace. Jakub, now you can see shit from the bottom. Now you can see the train, and I mean the train of penalties with Spectre inside of it. Around yourself. So here you have, I would call it the slipstream train for now. Of course, headed by the one and only Lucas Dresken. Of course, we love this shot. We eat this. And Drax already sniffing on Casper. Why am I saying that? Sniffing out the rear bumper of Casper. And Peta is sniffing up the rear bumper of Drax. V10 Daniel, 3 second time penalty. That's the 10th one of the day. Have fun counting that. I will. ERS enabled. The better battery is for Drax, and it seems like Casper almost like giving up. Yeah, he has the overtake button out, and down the inside, Casper will try the same thing as he did on Istvan. Maybe not. He will almost a switchback. I saw the move there that he was trying to do. He'll keep real close. Again, amazing. I mean, an amazing, amazing apex. But Drax punching him up tight. Nowhere to move, nowhere to go. Casper Priest in second. Envy. Another penalty, number 11 tonight. That's his second one. Drax, fastest lap. This man is flying. But of course, Casper is the one flying as well. The Williams outperforming himself outperformed the Williams, even though it's equal cars. I don't care. You can see Casper, no! That his chances are shot. Ooh, Casper, I think Casper saw the message and he's fuck, I gotta push. Oh. I never said that. Otherwise. Bea's the one that's saying yes, let's go. Push. DRS wide open. Go. DRS wide open for Casper Priest as well. Not much you can do right now, but it will be a freeway dive. Maybe almost freeway dive. Beta seems to have better sense of it. I would dive it down the inside. I'm the dumbass. Jakub and Lucas Dresken. Again, the DRS battles. The show must go on. But the show must go on up here. Casper Priest having the better this time around. Lap number 14. So, it's 15 laps to go. We're almost at the halfway mark of the race. There goes the final corner, and the halfway point of the race starts right now. Drax is the one that will try and make this his race, going up to the inside. Almost, he's like squeezing him out, mate. There's not that much space. Casper Priest trolling that Williams. That's not very good for you. So, denting around the limit. That's what Casper is doing now. Drax slowing down, thinking better of it, putting it up for the later corners. He's denting on the white line. He is literally right at the knife's edge. The battle is all on these three. Drax, Casper, Petaya. These three will have a battle to see. But also, a battle behind them is brewing up, and it's better than ever. So there he goes. There goes Lucas Dresken, as I see in the background. Jakub trying to make the best of it, but no can do. Luke Miller is doing the best of it, diving it down the inside of Jakub. What's happening here right now? Don't know. Oh, what a dive! Didn't expect it. Mate came from 50 light years away, down the inside. So, oh, what a surprise move by Luke Mills. Luke Mills will try and get the best that he can. Envy almost diving it down the inside as well, slowing it down a little bit. Jakub taking a little bit wide track limits than he should, but we won't talk about that. And it's Envy. Envy going fast and faster again. Of course, these four in a row have a penalty that will affect them all. So the one at the top with a penalty is the one winning. Seems like Luke Mills is taking that literally, attacking the Jakub from every angle he can find. And now this will be the angle he likes the most. Going from the rear, will try and dive down the inside. Whoa, that's a crash into the wall. I just look away. Luke Mills. Don't know if a huge snap oversteer. That's definitely a safety car for much longer than we expected. Oh my god. 13 drivers left. Lap 16. The shunt of a lifetime, which he lost control, he was backwards. All on his own accord. Doing... It was a Haas, don't know what race, it was Mexico. It was Magnussen or Hülkenberg. Mexico-esque crash here at Coda. Drax into the pit lane. Casper into the pit lane. No, Drax not going into the pit lane. Peter into the pit lane as well. A lot of people switching again. Well, this will throw out the field. It's like penalties not applied yet. Well, this will be definitely for another lap under safety car. This will be 2 laps again. I'm still thinking Luke is just so close, got too much onto the curb, I guess. I literally haven't seen any of it. I blink for a little bit and he's off into the wall. I just hear a shunt. Well, that's what can happen in the blink of an eye. Total carnage. Just everything all at once. So stuff's getting interesting. Oh, I see drizzle, I see rain, I see pain. I see pain with an R instead of the P. It's rain, the drizzle on lap 17. Towards the end of the race, it's going to rain. 12 laps to go. Wow. Stuff is about to get interesting. And some people have predicted that it will rain under the safety car. And I see Fletch going into the pit. So the bottom stack, Shadow, Spectrace, Ball and Fletch will be the guys to look out for. Because if they predict it right, then this will be one of the most interesting races I've seen in a while. Well, the safety car under full flight of rain. Let's look at the most important thing. This. Oh, Casper. Casper. Don't know if that he was expecting it to start around lap 17, if his engineer told him, or if he's lucky. This will be very, very interesting. The top three onto mediums, Casper onto intermediates, Petaya and Jakub onto softs, Vita and Daniel onto inters, and everybody down here onto inters. Well, it's cleared to go. And there he goes, the same place as Casper Priest. It's not the best, but not the worst. There he goes, actually pulling away quite a bit. But Casper is the one that will be maybe making the most moves. Seems like that's not the case. Petaya, of course, the physics. We love F1 game physics. It's not raining that much. As I said, the softs will be enough. And Casper gliding through the field. This is the one he's been waiting for. The rain has come. Still, the DRS still enabled. I haven't seen anything about that. So, stuff still for sure to get very interesting. As Petaya dives down the inside, but slides, and I mean slides back so much. Let's look at this from the point of view of Casper Priest. It's wrong button again, time. And he has so much more speed than these guys in the front. But he just cannot do anything. He had a very large gap. Petaya falling down. See, like, even Petaya is making mistakes in the wet. Shadow, 3-second time penalty. Casper just appearing in first place. Guess you have that. Why not? And this, the mastermind, Lucas, having problems on the mediums. My game will suffer. My computer will suffer. Drax on the mediums as well. Jakub on the softs. And it's a rush into the pit box. Jakub, 5-second penalty for corner cutting again. And Casper Priest pulling off a masterminded play. 9 laps to go. Casper Priest pulling out a magnificent play by putting onto intermediates on the first lap of the safety car, while other went for softs or just didn't go. A lot of people actually went for the intermediates. They knew they had this strategy planned. He has a 3-second time penalty. Casper will remain first. If the finish ended right now, he would end first. Not Nipidius. My man, Petaya, the Finnish mad lad. What are you doing out with softs? That I think if he goes into the interviews, I'll ask him this question, because the balls on this man are the biggest I have ever seen. But it seems like his balls are not paying off at all. He doesn't have grip. It's starting to rain a lot. You're losing so many positions here. Have a penalty too. Oh, that's a big crash. That's Petaya out. Woof. And that's a VSC. That's Petaya out of the race. Giving others the advantage. Well, if they haven't, then bit. You can see it's all green. Well, Drax with 2000 IQ has been clearly outsmarted by Casper Priest. There goes the VSC. Casper at his own pace. Do what you want. If you don't mess up, if it continues to rain like it is, you have won the race. So, Nipidius, a guy we normally see at the back of the race, pulling out one of the big brains as Casper Priest. A lot of the people actually have done it, but Casper being one of the main people that have actually done it, and it paid off a lot for them. The Alpha Tauri finds itself in 4th place right now, with Spectre right behind. DRS still, I don't think it's allowed anymore. I would be quite concerned if it was. You'd see so much more speed, and that's a crash. Nipidus, I would say, diving it down the inside. Not the best thing you want to do, but definitely works. Now, the Williams find itself in last before the rain. Now, in the rain, seems to struggle a little bit with grip as well. Sounds interesting. It seems like Spectre, one of the faster Alpha Tauris, will try and go and hunt himself down. Meet and Daniel, another 3-second time penalty. You're dropping low. But not by Casper. Casper still winning this race like nothing before. The genius strategy led him from 5th to 1st in 2 laps just because of weather change. This is Formula 1. This is the tactical mastermind that you might have to be, or just set up the server. That might work as well. Don't know if Casper Priest has the advantage. Everybody actually knew that the rain was coming. Casper and many others have just put it out very well. Very well planned. Maybe they noticed a couple of drops quite a bit earlier. Envy, another penalty for you. It seems like the FI is just sending out penalties tonight. But the main and most interesting battle right here for 5th place right now. Paul just has so much more speed than Dominator, and it's like no competition even exists. Breaking around the 100-meter mark, locking up your brakes hard. But even though it's rain, it technically hurts less. I don't think it does actually. It hurts the same. You're still going fast, but now you slide even more. So maybe you still have to adjust your braking points quite a bit because it's only a couple of drops of water. Shadow already looking up Dominator as well. Sees the Kraken on the rear spoiler, sees the rear diffuser. Envy have 2 in 2 laps. That's 1 per lap almost. Ooh, but that slight spell to not working into rain. You have to be smooth into rain. You have to be a smooth operator and send it down the inside. Very well done by Shadow. I think this is the closest battle that we might see in the lead Casper somewhere into darkness. Meet and Daniel having 2 penalties, but have been into darkness as well. Well, not that much. Envy actually retiring from session. Ball. That's another penalty. I'm not going to count them anymore, but it's like 15 already. And Spectra, smoother on the throw. Seems to be diving into the corner before the straight. Jakub, have another penalty, mate. And you could see the uncertainty of the car going into the corner. The pelleter well, not much working as on the non-racy surface. Caution in sector 1. Don't know why is that. Anyway, the 2 AlphaTauris finding themselves in the top 5, which is an amazing thing. Dominator. Here's your 3-second time penalty. FI is just giving those to everyone right now. But these 2 guys still the only real battle that's down here. A lot has happened. A lot still can happen. Now it's for now 6 laps to go. Now it's 5 laps to go. That's around, yeah, that's 5 laps left to go. We have lost a total of 7 people. Most of them DNF'd, like Luke Millis, who casually caned snap oversteer. Lucas Reskin overtaken Dominator into the pit lane. No problemo, mate. Have fun. Drax having one of his wars. So the cars actually gaining some space, some I would say respect between each other in the 9 laps of the race. Well, Paul having some issues with, well, not with his tires, but with the things as well. So, yeah. Not much you can do, almost 1 second gaps everywhere you look. Well, at least we can marvel at the beautiful graphics of F1 23. Which I will not crank up higher since my PC would blow itself up. And I need it for school, so no thank you. 4 laps to go. Of course, cars. Putting themselves up. ABS Paul. Paul getting another penalty again. Seems like it. A lot of people on the grid, almost the whole grid has penalties. Drax and Lucas are the ones that kept it clean all the time. Spectre and Ipidus as well. That's another one for Vita and Daniel. Went Shadow and Drax almost seemed like a position change, like team orders. On the graph, didn't even see them get real close to each other, and seemed like team orders it was. Well, team orders or not, Drax will be happy to be in 6th place and to hound down more and more people. Fletch, the only one that's getting real close to someone down here. Developed for 9th place, the greatest thing we see so far with the rain full right now. You can see the cars in the background as well. As I said, the game is quite beautiful for its own right. It's Fletch versus Jakub. Again, wrong button. Why am I doing this? It's going down, up, breaking up into rain must be a lot of pain. That's right, actually. ABS ball again having his status return of here, have another penalty. Drax is actually catching up the ABS ball. But ABS ball doesn't want him to go where he wants. So you can see the spray. It's, I would say, even for more than intermediates, Vitan Daniel losing his position. A lot of people are slowing down quite a lot. Actually, I want to see what lap did them. It's been 9 laps that some of the people have been on. Spectre has them, well, 1 lap younger, but that shouldn't mean that quite of a difference. Definitely Drax is the difference that we are looking for, with his tires being only 6 laps old and others being 3 or 2 laps older. There's a difference that we definitely want to see. That's track limits for Vita and Daniel. And with that battle, nothing more. Jakub and the Eliminator. Actually, this is very interesting. Battle for 10th place. Getting up through the triple apex, the Istanbul type turn, into the penultimate corner. Almost still side by side, but Alpine not risking it that much. Williams trying to play it safe, but still trying to gain the 1 championship point that might be crucial in this time. Victor and Daniel might as well end last. Right now, I don't know how many of the penalties he has, but it's quite a number. Actually, let's look up at Shadow. Actually, Shadow is getting real close to Paul. More interesting battles. Getting down back here, caution in sector 1. Don't know who that is. Seems like Jakub is just there, just chilling. Shadow actually not using his overtake, Paul not using his overtake. I don't think Paul even sees him as a threat down the straight. A lot of people won't use overtake since. Ooh, very, very interesting braking down into that turn. You could hear the tires being locked. There will be definitely some flat spots down there. I don't know if there actually are flat spots in this game, but yeah, just to be sure. There will be flat spots in real life. You can see a little bit of a dry line, even though it's raining. It's rain. It seems like I'm missing a very great battle here for 9th place. Diomede and Fletch, the 2 rivals, I would say right now. That's the thing we want to see. Of course, Fletch having the advantage since he doesn't have a penalty. But the gap between them being 16, Fletch gaining his penalty, as I say that he doesn't know to have one. Well, now it matters. Lepidus, of course, will finish 3rd, because, let's be real, not much to see. Let's look at the last lap of our warrior in blue, that's how I will call him, Casper Priest, the Danish man. One that lets the entire grid into the pit lane using his, well, overtake to just have more fun. Lepidus also using his overtake to have more fun with Vita and Daniel. Vita and Daniel and Lepidus will battle for the 3rd place right away into last lap. Maybe not the best. Jakub retired from the session, getting real close, side by side, wheel by wheel. Of course, locking up your brakes in that corner. Well, I guess you can do it now. It doesn't matter anymore. It's still side by side with Vita and Daniel. I see Drax getting really close to these two guys. That's him overtaking Vita and Daniel. And Drax, the man of the mission right here, will actually try and gain up into third place. He has it so close, yet so far. I mean, side by side with Vita and Daniel. Now, Nipidus is the only point he wants. Vita and Daniel losing the battle that he was clearly not fighting. And Nipidus, it's down to the line. The last corner, will he try a dive? No, he will not. He is lucky to stay on track. It's our winner, Casper Priest. Second, Spectra. Third, Nipidus. Drax, Lucas Jersken, Shadow, Paul, Vita and Daniel. Who has actually gained position. Paul had more. Dominator, now there he goes. You can hear the claps. That's all for you, and there goes Fletch. The last one. 10 people finished. 18 started, 10 people finished. It's been a massacre. It's been a race to see. Definitely great strategy. Spectra, I don't think he deserves the driver of the day, but it's the game's choice. We don't vote for it. There you have our winners. Of course, Casper Priest, the Danish driver, finished up on top, being with the two AlphaTauris, which is a sight to see for anyone. So definitely Casper Priest, the driver of the day for me, winning the race, having a great strategy that a lot of people actually went with him, but a great time to start with the intermediates, just getting to the finish like nothing bad could happen, no worries at all. Casper Priest is our winner for the night, and if I will be lucky enough, there we go, then I'll get him in my commentary box. So there they are. Let's bring in our winner first. Hello, Casper.
Hello,
What
hello.
a win. That was for you.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was very surprised. I didn't really have that much practice going into this race, but somehow I pulled it off anyway. That's crazy.
Fine, I will drag Spectra or second or third. I'm sorry, I forgot now. Second place. Spectra, you here? Well, I don't hear him.
I'm already here.
Oh yeah, there he goes. There's Spectra.
Yeah.
An amazing race for both of you guys. I think you both switched early onto the intermediate tires. How did you notice that the rain was coming, actually? Let's start with Casper.
I heard multiple times the in-game engineer just telling that the rain's gonna come, the rain's gonna come, the rain's gonna come. And when the safety car came out, I just went on the gamble and somehow it paid off. Yeah.
Spectra, how was it for you?
Well, since he doesn't want to answer, well, I mean, originally I was when the safety car first came out, I was gonna box, and then I checked the weather, and I didn't trust it because he said it was coming for like 5 laps, but nothing came. And then I was P9, so I didn't have a way to tell it. I just gambled it, and it worked perfectly as it became Inter's right when safety car was in. So just a gamble.
Well, both were lucky guesses, I guess. That's
Yeah,
still a very lucky guess for Casper, meaning to win a podium. Well, win a podium. Win a race.
The podium.
And a podium for Spectre. Definitely a thing that you won't see in real life. A Williams and an AlphaTauri on a podium. Definitely a sight to see for everyone there.
yeah, yeah. I didn't expect anything from this race. I expected maybe a P7. I mean, I woke up like 20 minutes before the race, so I didn't have high hopes, and then I didn't even finish a quali lap either. But honestly, I don't want to say anything to jinx myself in the future, but I really enjoyed the wet, and I think my wet pace is probably at the top there.
Well, the wet definitely surprised me, and a lot of you guys definitely surprised me as well with going onto the wet tires. There was like 10 people just suddenly going onto the intermediates. Then I saw one lap later a drop of rain. And I was like, yeah, things are about to get messy.
Yeah, yeah. No contacts
Basically.
for me this race though, so just a clean, smooth cruise pretty much to P2. I'll take it.
Casper, you had a lot of amazing battles as well at the start of the race. How do you make of that? That you still managed to, well, get P1 from strategy, but at the start of the race, you are also battling for the podium. It's some great battles. What were your thoughts like going through those battles?
Yeah, I was like all the way through the race. I was thinking about, okay, head down, don't go for too much, but also be aggressive. So I was just like trying to control the race, control my pace and everything, and went much better than I thought.
Well, yes, from pole to finish P1. That's very amazing. Spectre, I think you had
Thank
a
you.
worse qualifying that. Where did you start actually?
I started 15th, but 10 seconds off P14. I mean, basically, on my first lap, I was matching. Well, I was matching Casper in the first sector, and second sector, I don't think it was too bad. And then I invalidated the last sector, and then on my second lap, I spun. And on my third lap, when I was starting it, I spun last corner, so that didn't even get to be a lap, but I just finished it 10 seconds back, so I could, maybe get a higher grid position.
Oh, it's definitely amazing. You guys got lucky and were great in your own right through just maybe getting through the field or as well just
Yeah.
maintaining the pace to stay at the top. Are you ready for next race, which will be the infamous Singapore?
I
Uh,
mean,
you go,
I don't know.
Spectre.
I mean, I'm a reserve, so I don't know if I'll be racing, but I mean, I don't really like the track, so I'm not exactly ready for it. So, yeah.
And how about you,
I
Spectre?
think that's
Huh?
Casper. But like
Oh.
anyway,
Uh, oh,
uh, Singapore. I like Singapore, but I don't think that I'll be competitive enough to compete for the front row or anything. I think I was quite lucky this race. I don't think I have a lot to fight for the next race, but we'll see. Hopefully.
well, great. Thank you for being here for getting up to the interviews. You had both of
Yep.
you had a very amazing race. Hope to see you here next week as well. If it happens, I'm expecting tons of carnage. Back in Singapore,
Yeah.
it's a tight track. We have seen the only different winner there in F1, which was Carlos Sainz. So hope I see you back here. Maybe in the podium, maybe in the comms box. Well, if you get a podium. So
Oh, yes. Hopefully no.
Yep.
I don't know.
um, hopefully see you guys next week and have fun.
Yeah. I say the same to you. Hopefully, I'll see you in the comms next week with your 5.
Yep. Same here. Hopefully we'll have a good one for Singapore.
With well, those were our top two. Our winner Casper Freeze and Spectra on to second game from 15th. What a comeback he made. Amazing to see. I definitely enjoyed the race. Don't know how you guys did. I see the chat is full of people. I see Alex being someone was very much a savage down here. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We have seen amazing racing. We have seen amazing strategies that formed from, well, P1 to P1, but from P15 to P2. So hopefully I see you all next week, and hopefully I'm here as well. So see ya guys, and have a fun rest of the week.